So what is going on, guys? It's your boy Megapi here, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be talking about classic Sonic versus modern Sonic games. And basically this is what's happened. So a few weeks ago there was this whole basically like a sort of tournament sort of table for Sonic games. And I noticed this interesting person from a little known YouTuber called Premi. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this out and see if it will make a good video. This is the first actual proper video that I'll be using Paint Tool Site and my tablet on right now. So you might hear some rasping sort of sounds, and that'll be my digital pen hitting the tablet. Because every now and again I do drawings and shit like that. And without further ado, let's get right into this. It's took quite a while because for the first time ever I am using two monitors now. One for the actual recording with the drawing, and another monitor for monitoring the time that's using Bandicam, etc. So we're at 1 minute 13 according to this. And without further ado, let's get right into this. So first match of the day, we've got Sonic CD versus Sonic the Hedgehog, and for me it's a no-brainer, and I'll tell you for why. So it's going to be Sonic. No, that's not how you. I'm pretty sure that's not how you do it. I think it's here. Yeah, Sonic 1, and I'll tell you for why. Because I've played both meticulously, the entire playthrough of each one of them. Surprisingly enough. As most people know that I don't do that much of playing Sonic games, and Sonic 1 doesn't piss me off as much as Sonic CD. With Sonic CD, I've had 5 minutes worth of recordings of, deaths and etc. So that just tells you how much time I've wasted on Sonic CD. It looks nice visually over Sonic the Hedgehog, but Sonic the Hedgehog is just so much simpler to the point where you can't mess it up. So on to the next one. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one, but visually, based on visuals, because I have not played Knuckles Chaotix yet, it would have to be Sonic 2 anyway, because that is the nice next step up from Sonic the Hedgehog 1, so I'm going to put Sonic 2. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, if you guys enjoy this kind of video, make sure to tell me in the comment section below, and we'll do another one of these with something else, and let me know what you guys would want me to do a chart about. Oh, next one is an interesting one. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. Oh boy. I don't know whether I'm allowed to. Oh yeah, there's a Sonic. Never mind. There's a Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So I'm just have to go with the Sonic 3 bit, because apparently Sonic 3 and Knuckles is two games essentially. But visually, they both look the same, so it's just a case of, which one had the better levels. And I'd have to say Sonic 3 ended up top-notch with that one. So Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 are out in the lead into the second round of this tournament. Now, this is an interesting one. Sonic 4 Episode 1 or Episode 2? Ooh, I don't know. I've played Episode 2, and I don't know which one's the shittier one, because there's these memes like the true Sonic 4 that we've all deserved and shit like that. I don't know which one's the broken one, or maybe they're both broken. But I'm gonna go for the one that I've preferred the most, which is Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. And that may come as a shock for some, but it might not come as a shock for others, because I don't know which one's the bad one. So I'm just gonna have to go for that. I don't expect the Sonic 4 series part of this, nor the Sonic 3 going any further in this competition. Oh, here is the match of the century for the classic Sonic. It's Sonic 3 and Knuckles versus Sonic Mania. Now, visually, Sonic Mania takes it for me. Gameplay, it also takes it. I know people think that I'm, for some reason, some sort of Sonic Mania hater based on the fact that I defend forces for my life. I don't know why people seem to get that message that I'm a classic Sonic fan hater. The only thing I dislike is when classic elitists defend so hard on classic games and shit on modern Sonic games, you see. But I do like Sonic Mania. I do like most of the classic Sonic games anyway. So for me, Mania takes it, and this will be a popular victory among the crowd. It used to be the fan favourite Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but Mania is slowly taking over. And I feel really bad for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It was the king for 20 years, and maybe it's still the king of classic Sonic games in the future, depending from your point of view. But for now, Mania takes it for me. I don't believe that there's going to be a Mania 2 like everybody's somehow convinced that there's going to be. But let's find out. And it will be up against Sonic Chaos against Sonic Triple Trouble. I don't think I've even heard of Triple Trouble. I don't even know what that is. So that gets disqualified. And Sonic Chaos takes it. I don't even know what it is, but I've heard of the name. And if it's a Sonic game I've not heard of, it gets disqualified. You know, because I don't want Triple Trouble in my classic Sonic game. Sonic Pocket Adventure. Oh, it's terrible. But Blast is also equally as terrible. Which one do I have the most fun out of the two? It would have to be Sonic Blast. And I'm sure most people will agree as well, because Pocket Adventure, fuck me, honestly. Blast is fuck me as well, but less of a fuck me than everything else. And finally, in the classic Sonic battle, it's the Sonic 3D Blast against the Sega Sonic and, you know, Might and Ray. And I'm gonna have to say that the Sega Sonic wins, because one, it's now fan favorites, Mighty and Ray, and they're back now for the first time in God knows how long. And I don't think 3D Blast was all that popular among the fans. There was a small majority. Don't hold me to that. I'm just basing on what I've seen on Twitter, and sometimes Twitter can be the most inaccurate of places for opinions. So with that, Sega Sonic fills up the last spot of the classic Sonic table. Yeah, let me know in the section below whether you think I got the first round. So, into the second round. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic 4 Episode 2, Sonic Mania, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Blast, Sega Sonic. Ooh, there is some interesting, tasty battles going on in there. So, without further ado, let's get into the modern shit. So, first up, it's the Battle of the Adventures. It's Sonic Adventure 1 versus Sonic Adventure 2. And no, well, can I be honest? Please don't hate me, but both these depress me, honestly. Sonic Adventure 2 is overrated in my opinion, and Sonic Adventure lacks in so many ways. But I've played more Sonic Adventure than Sonic Adventure 2 because I've managed to not get as depressed so easily with Sonic Adventure. So, SA1 wins. That one, I do believe. And, I'm totally not biased for the next one. It's Sonic Lost World against Sonic Heroes. I've only played the PC version of Sonic Lost World, so I know this is not representative per se, but it was a fucking mess when it came to the PC port. And Heroes is nothing but delight for me. I absolutely love and adore the game. So Sonic Heroes I would kill myself if it wasn't into the next round. So here we go, my boy. Heroes is into the next round with ease. There was no match at any point in that one, and I'm sure some people will agree with that. Yes, sure. Lost World had some interesting mechanics, but Heroes had a more overall package that people preferred, I believe. Okay, so Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, if you'd asked me this question 5 years ago, people would have said, "Oh no, Sonic the Hedgehog 06 sucks. Pick Shadow." No, now people are okay. If you say Sonic 06 is great. There are more and more people saying Sonic 06 is better, and I don't know. I've played Shadow the Hedgehog. I've not played Sonic 06, but Shadow the Hedgehog is like Heroes, but nothing like Heroes. If you know what I'm saying, has the same engine, same models, same everything. I don't know what went wrong. It doesn't feel like the way it should, Shadow the Hedgehog. And in the end, I didn't complete Shadow the Hedgehog. It just pissed me off so much. And I'm gonna regret saying this probably, but I'm gonna have to. The underdog is into the second round. It's Sonic 06, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like honestly. And into the next round as well. Again, like Heroes and Lost World, Sonic Advance 2 is into the next round. It was one of my favourite handheld Sonic games of all time. Sonic Adventure 3 doesn't even hold a light to it. Many people disagree and say Sonic Adventure 3 was actually better than Advance 2. But to be honest, here's how I see it. Advance 1 wasn't enough. Advance 2 was the perfect touch. Advance 3, too many things going on. So that's why Sonic Advance 2 is into the next round. So for all the SA2 fanboys out there, don't worry, there will be an SA2 into the second round, just not the one that you guys expected. So Sonic add 2. And I'm circling the numbers, you know, just to not have confusion. And here we go. Sonic Rush Adventure. I don't think I've played it, but ooh, which one do people prefer the most? Like, in my opinion, it's Sonic Rush, but just based on visuals alone. I didn't really like the whole adventure stuff, so Sonic Rush, indeed, it's not been a very good day for the adventure fanboys on this chart. Two of their games are already out by the first round. So Sonic Rush, and I do apologize because I am noticing the lack in pixels here on these logos, but it is zoomed in. It's at 300% on this page now, and we've not got long to go. We've got 3 matches to go before the next one. So Sonic and the Secret Rings versus Sonic and the Black Knight. In terms of popularity, Sonic and the Black Knight takes it. And I would have to agree. Sonic and the Black Knight seem to have a much more interesting story. See, Sonic and the Secret Rings just never really got my attention, to be honest. None of these storybook games got my attention. But, you know, whatever. Sonic and the Black Knight wins. Sonic Black. I hope I don't get racial abuse in the comment section. Sonic Unleashed versus Sonic Generations. I'm gonna have to say Sonic Generations. I'm sorry, guys. The one of the fan favorites is not in the second round, and I'll tell you for why. Because Sonic Generations was much more cleaned up and didn't have inferior versions on other consoles. Sonic Generations had the much more better overall package. Visually, maybe not as much, but playability and gameplay, it looks better on Generations in my opinion. Plus, there's much more to it than Sonic Unleashed. Sure, story isn't as strong, but everything else and overall, it feels better Generations. And I think the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, I know many Unleashed fanboys say that I shouldn't include the Wii version, but in this chart, all versions are included. So, you know, the Wii has let the side down, and Sonic Generations is in to the next round. And finally, last but not least, it's Sonic Colors versus Sonic Forces, the battle of which of the polarizing games are hated the least for me. I love both of these games. I've played both of these games. They both look stunning visually. Gameplay wise, classic Sonic does let the side down with Sonic Forces, and Sonic Colors, the story lets it down as well, and gameplay seems fine to me, and they both have the same 2D, 3D styled sort of Sonic game. Since Unleashed, they've had this whole 2.5D to 3D gameplay going on, but I'm gonna have to go with my heart over this, and you know, Sonic Colors isn't really if you'd asked me 5 years ago if Sonic Forces was around, Sonic Colors would have won, and probably would have won the tournament by this point. But given how opinions change year by year apparently in this community, Sonic Forces has to take it and won't even go to the second round. Sonic Colors, and it's incredible to say, because 3 years ago Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors and all those games would have made it to maybe the semifinals, even if they're not on the same tree. So Sonic Forces, it has the better story as well, in my opinion. I know many people will disagree, but that's the matter of fact here. So, without further ado, into the second round, it's SA1, Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06, surprisingly, Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Rush, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Forces. Now over to the second round of the classic Sonic tree. And we're going to have to start off with Sonic 2, going into the third round. And I will tell you why. Because, essentially, it's like Sonic 1, but just better. It has better physics, better visuals, much more going on than Sonic 1. But that's not due to the fact that they were lazy. It's just the fact that they didn't have the equipment and the resources to make it like Sonic 2. And they've fixed all the little niggles that fans have with Sonic 1. And that's why it takes it for me. And also, this is a no-brainer. This is where things start to get easier for me, because from now, Sonic 4 is not popular by any means. It was just a question of which one was the lesser of the two evils, in my opinion. And for me, it's a no-brainer. But I think Sonic 3 has got to take this. There would be arguments after arguments in the comment section. I know it's about me, this tournament, but I feel that, you know, it would be a crying shame if Sonic 3 didn't beat Sonic 4 in this case. So on to the next one. I'm not even going to discuss this one. Mania takes it and is into is that the quarterfinals? I believe, maybe, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. Sonic Mania takes it. And this is where things start to get easier for the bigger names. And Sonic Blast versus Sega Sonic. And honestly, Sega Sonic was much more loved than Sonic Blast, and had a more interesting sort of gameplay, in my opinion. And I never really enjoyed Sonic Blast to begin with. It was just the fact that it was better than Pocket Adventure. So Sega Sonic wins and is up against one of the favourites of this tournament, Sonic Mania. So, into the quarterfinals, it is Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic Mania, and where's Sonic 3? Oh no, wait, I was just wondering where Sonic 3 and Knuckles is, and I forgot. Mania beat it. Never mind then. Okay, so SA1 versus Sonic Heroes. The community would probably say SA1. Sonic Heroes is one of the most underrated games in my opinion. I know it's rated alright, but it just feels like an underrated game because everything gets put before it. So, a game that depressed me halfway through it versus a game that has, kept me busy, enjoyed my free time for almost more than a decade now. Tough choice. Oh wait, Sonic Heroes is in to the quarterfinals, and I think it's well deserved. Heroes could have took it in other people's charts, but not for me. It just wasn't to be. And Sonic 06, yes, it was a shock for either Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic 06 to make it into the second round. But this is where their journey ends, and this is where the good games start to come into play. Well, not good games or bad games, that's subjective. The games that are more solid all round, and Sonic Advance 2 just cannot lose against Sonic 06, surely. Otherwise, yeah, that wouldn't go too well amongst the fans. And Sonic Rush versus the Black Knight. Oh, that is a tough one. We're in a place in the quarterfinals, and it's still a tough one. I'm gonna have to choose. I think Sonic and the Black Knight, just because of the story plot and the music, is what's probably saving Sonic and the Black Knight. So Sonic the Black is through to the quarterfinals, but for how long can it survive? Because it's already a surprise that even made it to the second round, and it's now into the quarterfinals. How is that possible? And last but not least, oh my god, this is a very tough one. Most people would think that, you know, as a Forces fanboy, that I am not, but I like Sonic Forces, you know, people are going to expect me to say Sonic Forces. And you know what? You're right. I will choose Sonic Forces. And I don't know whether it's going to win or not. This is completely not biased because I love Sonic Heroes. I love Advance 2. I love the classic Sonic games. Like, there's lots of games that I love in this chart. So it's not going to be easy for Forces to take this one. So Sonic Forces takes it. Why? Because it has better story than Sonic Generations, because that's basically just a celebrating years of they both have classic Sonic anyway, so the fans can't complain. Both of them had classic Sonic in it that didn't need to be anyway, so according to the fans. So there we go. So into the quarterfinals: Sonic Heroes, Sonic Advance 2, Sonic and the Black Knight, and Sonic Forces. And oh boy, I can already see two of my favourite games are clashing to the semi-final position. Back to the classic Sonic tree, and this is where the meat hits the bone. And once again, Sonic 2 beats Sonic 3, because without the Knuckles bit of Sonic 3, it just isn't a complete game. And it's not its fault, it's just the amount of resources they had to make it a complete game, and it was just too big to make it all round. And ultimately, both Sonic 3 and then Knuckles are both got missing features in each one, so ultimately it's basically an athlete versus a Paralympic athlete. Not saying that they're both you know, weaker or superior to the other, but it's clearly obvious that the athlete that's not got a disability is gonna easily take that one. So Sonic 2 is into the semi-finals. And this is a no-brainer as well. Sonic Mania, I think. As much as Sega Sonic is loved by the fans, Mania, everybody's feeling the Mania right now. And Sonic Mania is into the semi-finals and is up against Sonic 2. What a battle we have on our hands here for today, folks. And into the semi-finals, it's Sonic Heroes versus Sonic Advance 2. And this is so tough because it all comes down to how much time I've played on these two games. I love each of these two games to bits, Sonic Heroes and Advance 2, but ultimately Sonic Heroes comes out on top. Why? Because I've sat down for much longer and devoted much more time to this game than Sonic Advance 2. Sonic Advance 2 is like I'll play it. I haven't played it in a while. I love this game. Whereas Heroes is like, I haven't played it in like only a week. I'll play that. And I do play it quite often on my computer. It's something that I always go back to. With Advance 2, I always have to be reminded that it's there for me. And I don't mean to sound Forces, but like, there's no way Sonic and the Black Knight is better than Sonic Forces. Based on the story as well. Yes, the cutscenes are much better because different engine and shit, but ultimately Sonic and the Black Knight can only go so far with its storytelling style gameplay, and I'm sure many people didn't like the gameplay and physics as well, swishing a Wii controller about. So Sonic Forces is into the semi-finals as well, and we have a storm on our hands. It is Sonic 2 versus Sonic Mania and Sonic Heroes versus Sonic Forces. Oh my, this is where things get tricky for me once again. Sonic 2 or Sonic Mania? Oh my god, the fans are going to say Sonic Mania and my friends are going to say Sonic 2. Oh my god. I'm going to have to go with Sonic 2. I'm sorry, people. I just enjoyed Sonic 2 more than Sonic Mania. I know this will be a very unpopular finalist, Sonic 2, compared to Sonic Mania, but Sonic Mania, I get, even though it's a great game, I get bored after halfway through it because it is the same levels as other classic games. I know there's new game levels in Sonic Mania, but it's made up of half of it is rehashed anyway, so that's why it ultimately loses out in this one. And onto the modern Sonic one, and to the Sonic and the classic elitists who probably are gonna think like, oh, he's gonna choose Sonic Forces. You know what? It isn't. It's gonna be Sonic Heroes. Why? Because again, I have Forces. I don't play it, even though it's because of my computer and the stuff. I still wouldn't have played it as much as Sonic Heroes anyway. And we're not even going to talk about the gameplay or stuff anymore, because we've been through that with every single one of these games. And it comes down to which one do I prefer, the two. And here is the grand finale. Sonic 2 versus Sonic Heroes. Which is it going to be? Classic Sonic versus actually not even modern Sonic, because it feels like an adventure Sonic. So the adventure fans can still have hope in this. And it's... I love Heroes, but my friends would prefer Sonic 2 and etc. And ultimately, the winner of the 2018 tournament of classic versus modern Sonic games is, well, actually scratch that. It's 2D versus 3D. Fuck that shit. The winner of the 2018 2D versus 3D Sonic games is Sonic! Yay! I'm kidding, guys. It is Sonic Heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic Heroes is the champion. It's the exact same reason as to why I picked Heroes over Sonic Advance 2 and over Sonic Forces. I just prefer the game, and I know it's all confusing as fuck now. But here it is, the full table, and there it is. Sonic Heroes will be my pick of the day on this list. And let me know in the comment section below what your order is. I know you guys would probably have a lot of time to reflect on this, because I'm sure you guys have completely different opinions. Heck, I'm not convinced that every single game's on this. I'm pretty sure games are missing here, but that's just me. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, comment below your winner, and if you're new to this channel, why not subscribe? We're almost at 7,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, at the time of this recording, and I will see you guys in the next video, and until next time, Mega out, peace.